Coach will open, raise your hands. We'll get the mic to you.
Well, I think we made some improvement in some areas of our team. Obviously, we're not satisfied completely where we are, but I was pleased with the way the guys went out there and competed today. We started pretty fast in the game and did a good job early. I think we made less errors on defense today. Different challenge completely in terms of being spread out and being an empty, but we had really good balance on offense. Did a good job on third down, I think, on both sides, which I think is the key to the game. But we're going to continue to try to get our twos better. We need more depth on our team. We need more guys that can have a role. We need more guys that can sub in and fill in and be responsible players. And obviously, when we put those guys in there, it's a little bit of a difference. But overall, it was a good win for us. Obviously, we need to ramp it up a notch now because the competition is going to be much more difficult in terms of playing in our league. And we certainly have a big challenge open in SEC play on the road this week at Ole Miss.
Okay. Coach, we'll start with Ben over here on the right side. Ben, will you?
Did you like the way both quarterbacks were kind of able to distribute the ball and get a lot of guys involved in the offense?
Yeah, I think that both guys did a really good job today. I think both guys played well today. We made some big plays in the passing game. We were pretty efficient in terms of what we did. I think we're a little inconsistent at times in the running game. I think we didn't really finish blocks up front like we'd like to all the time. So that's something that we definitely need to improve on so we can continue to have the balance when we play against, probably better front guys than what we've seen the last 2 weeks.
Come over here to the left with Michael.
Just your thoughts on the kicking game and the change you made in the first half.
I said earlier that the specialists, need to perform. Obviously, when you miss 2 extra points, that's not a good thing. I thought Joe did a good job when he went in there. Those 2 guys have been in close competition the whole time. I think it has a lot to do with confidence. And sometimes when you lose your confidence, things don't go right. But we still have a lot of confidence in both guys. We just got to get their mind right so that they have the confidence themselves to go do it. But I thought Joe kicked off well, did a good job when he kicked the field goals and extra points. We didn't get much going in a return game, but they have a hell of a punter. I think all last year they gave up 8 yards on punt return. We did have, one opportunity, and Jalen struggled a little bit today, but we think he's really got an opportunity to be special, and we're going to continue to get him to be the kind of return man on punt return that he showed he could be last week.
All right with Charlie.
Do you have an injury update on Isaiah Buggs? And we also saw Jalen Armour-Davis in crutches before he happened to him.
Jalen Armour-Davis hurt his knee in pregame warm-up. And they'll do an MRI tomorrow to figure it out, but it doesn't seem good. But until we get verification and Doc tells me what needs to be done, we'll kind of hold that. He has been doing a good job. We felt really good about him. He would be the 5th corner on our team, and really felt really good about the 3 freshmen, all 3 of them. But we'll see how this injury sort of plays out. But Doc wasn't optimistic, let me put it that way. Buggs twisted his ankle last week. He retweaked it today. He could have gone back in the game, but we didn't put him back in the game. So hopefully we'll be able to make some improvement and he won't continue to have an issue.
Tommy?
Yeah, Coach, how did you think it went with the defense as far as their tempo, getting in your calls and substitutions and everything? And is there a lot of value in seeing a team that does that this early in the season?
Yeah, I think it was helpful. I think that I think we got caught early, when they had 4 wideouts on the game. We were trying to play down because it was mostly spread stuff, and we got caught in nickel, and they had a receiver on 32 on a matchup call, and hit a 15-yard play. But I thought for the most part we did a pretty good job. Of course, they tricked us on the quarterback throwback, which was a big play for them, and the big play run, we just didn't fit the gaps right. actually had a stun on that should have been a really good call for us in that situation. So, you know, they made a couple explosive plays, and we obviously need to get that fixed and play with kind of consistency. But we didn't have any problem with substitution. We didn't have any problem getting guys in and out of the game. But they only basically played two groups. You know, they had a tight end in the game, 3 wideouts, or they had 4 wideouts. But, you know, a lot of the empty motion, a lot of that stuff that we saw today was probably a good experience for our team.
More Chris, we'll start here.
You mentioned third downs. It seems like it's a big difference from a year ago. Is there just a lot more confidence on both sides of the ball in that respect?
Well, I think that, you know, when you're playing these kind of teams, you want to get off the field on third down, and when we didn't, that's when they scored. You know, I think we had a 3rd and 10 or something that we should have got off the field. The quarterback scrambled for 1st down, and that kept the drive alive. But what it does is when you're playing a tempo team and they make a 3rd down, you know, that keeps your guys out there longer, and you got to try to create another situation. So if you can get off the field on 3rd down, it's critical. If you can stay on the field on 3rd down, I think that's really good for us in terms of our time of possession and able to keep the ball.
Okay, we'll go back in the middle of the time.
Najee Harris had a big day today. Was it an extra emphasis to get him the ball, especially since kind of working him back in after that injury?
No, not really. You know, we had a plan to play all the guys, and, you know, they played out that way. And, you know, Najee made some really good runs and had some big play opportunities, and did a really good job. But, you know, I think all 3 guys played well. He just had a few opportunities today, and, you know, it worked out well for him, and he did play well.
Finish up right here in the middle with Drew. That's okay.
Coach, talk about Xavier McKinney's development and how you thought the secondary played today.
Xavier has done a really good job for us. He's played well. He's played 2 roles for us. You know, he plays safety, strong safety, and he plays dime when we go to 6 DBs. And he's been physical. He's been a good tackler. He's an explosive player. You know, he's getting a lot of confidence, I think, in what's expected of him and what he has to do. So, you know, he's done a really good job, and I'm really pleased with the progress that he's made.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.